How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk Matisse versus Ergashev, you guys. Wow, man, what a barn burner, man. Wow, man. Both guys were coming in with very good records. Ergashev was 23-0 with 20 knockouts. Matisse was 19-0 with all 19 wins by way of knockout with one loss. Um, and I just knew, man. I knew it. I bet on it. I knew that Matisse was gonna eventually get the stoppage. I just didn't know when. I knew it wasn't gonna go the distance. Um, and from round one, man, it just, Matisse pretty much just, shelled up, let Ergashev do whatever he wanted to do. Teed off on him at times, and Matisse took it. Matisse took it, and it was one of those things, man, where I was like, wow, man, this guy is really, a savage. Because in the second round, he came out with a different game plan. He was backing up, letting Ergashev, kind of walk him down in the first round. Still trying to walk forward, but, having resistance. In round two, three, and four, it was more of it was more of Matisse doing everything, you know what I mean? And what I mean by doing everything is just coming forward, getting active. Ergashev was trying to hit him with the 1-2s and trying to hit slick in some uppercuts and stuff like that here and there, but they didn't, it just didn't work. It really didn't work. It was too much pressure, too much, Matisse for him, man. And wow, man, I mean, he just overwhelmed the shit out of this, number one contender and another undefeated fighter that Matisse has knocked out again. Okay. Um, this fight was done in 6 rounds or less. Um, and it was just one of those things, man, where Matisse came in and he was brutal, man. Darts and chill, what's happening, man? What's going on, man? How's everything going? Smash that like button. You already know it's ice season. And this is Mr. Ice season itself, man. Uh Matisse, man, he really shows that he can really truly walk these guys down, man, and have no problem doing it, man. It was a big build up to this fight. When with the hardcore fans, they thought that, Ergashev would possibly be able to give him some resistance. I just knew because I seen in some of Ergashev's earlier fights that he didn't like to get punched in the face. Nobody really does, but I seen him. It affected him a little bit different. And once I seen that, I knew that Matisse was gonna knock him out. Because once you get uncomfortable with guys that are lesser than Matisse, and you're barely getting you're getting them out of there, but you're getting caught in the meantime. And not only that you're getting caught, you're getting you're affected by some of those, because I looked at some of Ergashev's highlights and he was getting caught by guys that I've never even heard of. And not only that, that showed me right there that yeah, you won by knockout, or you know you dominated in certain rounds, but you were still getting caught. And with Matisse, he's gonna throw so many punches, per round. He threw 100 punches in the second or third round alone. I believe in the third round he had like 98 punches thrown. I mean, the guy was just on. He literally it took him a little while to warm up, but after that first and second round, I mean, Matisse was guns a blazing, full steam, coming forward, not giving a effing. You know what I mean? Um, what do you think of the December card for the big boys? Oh man, I can't wait. Wilder's going to Kill part. Hey, I'm telling you right now, man. Depending on what Parker comes, man, Parker's got to come to fight, man. He's got a new trainer. We got to see if that's going to work out. That's going to help him out. It should. It really should. But man, is Matisse, you guys, is he the dark horse in the division? Is he that 140-pound champion that other champions are gonna avoid now? Is he that type of guy? You know, because I'm gonna be honest right now, man, he's looking like, he's the real deal. He's starting to walk down these guys. He's taking their best punches, and he's literally steamrolling ahead. He's willing to take, you know, three of your punches on his gloves, or, however he, defends them, because he pretty much walks in with, a high guard, and he's just walking you down. And eventually a lot of these fighters break. And that's what happened with Ergashev. And it just looks like Ergashev, really was a little bit in over his head, man. I know his handlers thought he was ready, or, thought he was, he's 23-0 with 20 big wins by knockout. But you got to prepare for a guy like Matisse, man. You got to put this guy Ergashev in there with somebody that's going to actually push him. He hasn't been in those 23 fights that he got. I really didn't see a whole lot of pushing. You know what I mean? I mean, some of those guys gave him rounds, but this guy completely punished Ergashev. Completely punished him. You know, and I just think that Matisse, man, could possibly give, Progress troubles. Could give Devin Haney, some fits. I mean, you guys got to understand, this guy has this good technique going where it's working for him. You know, he almost has. It's almost like a David Benavidez Jr. esque, type of style. He's coming in. He's bigger than some of his opponents. He's just coming in and he's just, mowing them down, man. I mean, he's literally just, punches from all angles. And, he's really, really putting a lot of pressure on these fighters. And eventually they break. And we seen with Ergashev, which I thought was going to happen. I thought this was going to happen. I thought Ergashev was going to quit. And eventually he did. He stopped in the corner. He got stopped. He didn't want to continue. And but right now, man, it was enough. I seen enough. Ergashev did well in spots, but it just wasn't enough. It was few far in between. And he got stopped, man. He got iced out of there, man. Moving forward, I would love to see, Matisse in there with any of the other champions at 140 pounds. I would love to see Matisse versus a Teofimo Lopez. Could you guys imagine that at 140? Damn, that's an awesome fight, man. That's an awesome fight. And we all know that Teofimo held the IBF belt at the 135-pound division. So I would love to see, if he could do that at 140. Because right now, man, there are some really good fighters at 140 pounds right now, man. You got Teofimo Lopez, Regis Progress, Devin Haney, Matisse. It's just a lot of good fighters, man, at 140 pounds, man, right off the rip. Gary Antoine Russell, he's a really good fighter as well. Gary Russell, and I just think that, right now, man, we got to see who's going to rise to the top. There's a lot of guys at 140. I want to see who is the ultimate best at 140 pounds, man. And hopefully we'll see that in the next year or two. It's going to take a little while for all these fights to get made, but I want to see who Matisse is going to fight next. Put him in there with a known guy that we know instead of these unknown Russian and European fighters that we've never heard of. Because I'm gonna be honest, man, I knew very little about Ergashev. You know, he really didn't fight a whole lot. He fought Fox, um, Mikhail Fox out here in the DMV area, beat him, but we just really didn't see a whole lot in Ergashev, man. And like I said, man, I thought he was gonna get, stopped. He did get stopped. He pretty much he still I don't believe he actually ever touched the canvas. I don't think he ever went down. I don't think he ever got knocked out. But when it was time to come out, you know, I believe it was in the fifth round. I don't know. It was a triple header, man. I was watching all them fights. Oh, a sixth round, excuse me. Yeah, in the sixth round. So it was in the sixth round. It was just he didn't come out for the corner. He didn't come out, and out of the corner. He said something about his leg was hurt. I didn't see any visible damage to his legs or anything that would have, been like, oh man, check his leg out. It's limp. He just randomly went into his corner and started saying his leg hurt. He had no feeling in his leg. In my personal opinion, that was a way out. But Matisse puts that type of pressure on fighters, man, where they have to really think about it. Because mind you, Matisse is the same guy that's ended a guy's career and life in the ring, with him fighting Dedashev. And he fought him at the MGM Grand. I was there. And I seen Matisse live, man, and this guy has some really, really, really heavy hands. And just to see him, punch these guys, man, at 140 pounds. I mean, this guy's punching like he's 147, possibly more. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And yeah, man, let me know. Is Matisse a dangerous fighter for the other champions at 140 pounds and for the other contenders? Do you guys think that he could possibly be the best fighter at 140 pounds? I would still love to see him and Devin Haney fight, but I just think with all of that pressure and Devin Haney already not having too much power, can you keep him off you for 12 full rounds? And my answer to that is hell no. Right now, what I've seen from Matisse, I just don't think a fighter can keep him off of you. I don't think any of these fighters at 140 can keep him off of them for 12 rounds without doing serious punishment. So yeah, man. Be on the lookout for Matisse, man. I'm gonna come back in a minute with another live stream, man. We're doing a double header tonight, man. Double header, man. So yeah, man. Please subscribe, and yeah, man. Like I said, it was almost, I believe it was 4 good fights. You had Rivera versus Lipinets. You had Garcia versus Lamont Roach. You had Charlo versus Benavidez, Subriel Matias versus Ergashev, and then you had David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andre. I mean, you had a really, really good night of fights, man. This was a way to go out on Showtime. Awesome card, awesome fighters. I'm going to come back in a minute, you guys, with another live stream, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please smash that like up. Let's get these likes all the way up. Let's get, 25 likes. Fuck it. Let's go. You guys have a great night. Good morning, whichever time zone you're in. This is Corley Boxing, and we'll get at you later. Peace.